Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I beg your pardon for the slight delay. I hope you understand. I had to finish up some few things, so kindly bear with me for the delay. I thank you very much for coming to listen to this press brief that I really wanted to communicate through you. First and foremost, I want to mention that we are all disturbed by the continued detention of our comrades who were arrested in Kalangala on the 30th of last year. While some of them, 46, were eventually released, others have been continuously detained, while we have learned that others, including Nubian Lee, Eddie Mutwe, and some journalists, have actually been transferred to Machinde military prison. This comes after the court has given bail to these brothers and sisters, but were continuously detained, and they did not release them for 4 constant days. So we continue to condemn that abuse of the law. We continue to condemn the abuse of the judicial system by the military. We call for the immediate release of our comrades that are being detained in a military prison. We call upon all human rights institutions to raise their voices. We have not heard any statement from the Uganda Human Rights Commission. We've not heard enough from the music fraternity, our fellow artists. One of us, in fact not one of us, many of us are being oppressed. Producer Dan Magic, Nubian Lee, these are innocent artists. Their only crime is being my friends. Their only crime is supporting me and supporting change. They have not committed any crime. Court awarded them bail, but the military is still incarcerating them. We demand for their unconditional release. I also want to bring it to further attention of the nation and the world that yesterday, having arrested more than 100, precisely 100% of our campaign team on the 30th, we came up with a new campaign team, with a new security team, with a new medical team, and with a new welfare team. However, some were arrested, and the new media team, some were arrested as we headed to Namisindwa, while yesterday another bunch of them was arrested, precisely 17 of them. Even later on in the day, 4 more journalists on our media team, online journalists, were arrested, and their crime was having phones and being on Facebook Live. In total, I'm informed that 27 of our new team was arrested. Precisely 100% of our new campaign team was also arrested yesterday. They continue to be detained, and their continued detention is not explained. As it has always been, the Electoral Commission and Mr. Byabakama are silent about all these acts of criminality by the police and the military. The Electoral Commission has not come out to condemn the continued blockage of our campaigns and the continued harassment. Instead, as I informed you a few days ago, the Electoral Commission actually came out to add yet another effort to block our campaigns. Ladies and gentlemen, I was blocked by the Electoral Commission from campaigning in 16 other districts. Remember, these are not the districts that had been restricted by the Electoral Commission. These are not part of the 13 districts that the Electoral Commission blocked, including Kampala, Wakiso, Mukono, and Masaka. But I was supposed to campaign in these other districts to compensate for where I've not been able to reach. But the Electoral Commission put a condition which it has not put for any other candidate. They said I had to sign a memorandum of understanding with them. which I rejected because it is illegal. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm supposed to be campaigning in Kalangala, where I was blocked last time. But we got information, very reliable information, that once again, the regime using the military and the police and goons were intending to attack us, brutalize us, and arrest all our supporters. They have a pattern of looking out for our strong supporters. In the run-up to the election, they want to disorganize us. They want to arrest all those that we were intending to send out as polling agents. So that explains why we've not gone to Kalangala today. However, I am aware and confident that the people in Kalangala, our teams in Kalangala, and indeed all our supporters in Kalangala are stepping in my shoes. They are becoming the Bobby Wines of Kalangala, like I've always been encouraging them. We shall continue to push this message in unconventional ways, because the regime is all out to ensure that they frustrate us. Ladies and gentlemen, some of you witnessed it. Some of you have not yet seen it. But yesterday at 6 o'clock, when I was driving back to Kampala from the campaign trail, I parked on the side of the road just before entering Ginger, because I was supposed to address an international press conference. Just a few minutes into the press conference, I was attacked by the police and the military. They did not explain anything, but the commander of the police that led the attack said that I had no right to park on the side of the road. I was parking on the side of the road because I was on a Zoom meeting and I could not address it while moving because the internet would be affected. I had conveniently parked on the side of the road, but the commander of the police came, hit at our car, pulled me out of the car, brutalized me, pepper sprayed me, and tear gassed the inside of our car with no explanation. Fellow Ugandans, it was such a shame on international media having a police officer of a high rank bearing the flag of our nation behaving in a very criminal manner and also uttering very derogative statements, especially coming from a police commander. On behalf of Uganda and on behalf of the people of Uganda, and also on behalf of the decent police officers that we have in Uganda, I want to apologize for such an embarrassment that was tagged, that was put on our country by a police officer, and to promise you that in the new Uganda, no single police officer will be used to disrespect himself and disrespect the uniform. Police officers are noble citizens that should be trained well, treated well, but most importantly, given legal orders. Orders that will raise the flag of our country, but not to embarrass us. It is enough of being a laughing stock among nations. Now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to come to the most important reason why I sought to address you today. Yesterday, I addressed an international press conference, and I'm addressing the local media today as well. I want to announce that through our lawyers here in Uganda and our lawyers abroad, we have petitioned the International Criminal Court to investigate crimes against humanity on the orders of General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and his Security Minister, General Eri Tumwine, and many other serving police officers and military officers. We hope that the International Criminal Court can help, since all the local courts are literally in the hands and in the pocket and in a very firm grip of General Yoweri Museveni. You all witnessed the other day when he was in Kisoro, when he said that he will tell the courts of law to forgive former Inspector General of Police, General Kale Kaihura, literally meaning that the courts in Uganda operate on Museveni's order. Therefore, we sought the redress of the International Criminal Court. We are all aware that Uganda is a signatory of the Rome Statute that establishes the International Criminal Court. And you are all aware that General Museveni and Uganda was among the first to take rebel leader Joseph Kony to the International Criminal Court. History has gone around, time has gone around, and now General Museveni is committing more atrocities, more crimes against humanity than Joseph Kony. Therefore, the reason to petition the International Criminal Court. General Museveni has always gone to the International Criminal Court when he deems it necessary and convenient for him. Little did he know that the dome of the world, the arch of the world, might be long, but it bends towards justice. So we want General Museveni to face justice in his lifetime. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we have petitioned the International Criminal Court. We want the International Criminal Court, when we succeed, to issue an arrest warrant to General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and to his Security Minister, General Eri Tumwine, and all the police and military officers that have committed and continue to commit crimes against humanity. You also the November massacre, when so many innocent Ugandans were murdered, and it is on record that they were murdered on the orders of General Museveni. Therefore, we shall stop at nothing to seek justice for these people. We want the International Criminal Court to encircle the travels of General Museveni so that he cannot travel outside Uganda, and he should be arrested and presented to the International Criminal Court. We know that General Museveni and a section of the military are intending to murder Ugandans massively. We have information that the military and the people that are not in uniform have been deployed with automatic rifles. Some are sitting on top of buildings to act as snipers, to shoot and kill anybody that would be seen protesting, whether with a placard, no matter how peaceful they are. That is why we took this step. We know the world is watching Uganda, and we have encouraged Ugandans to use their cameras to gather as much evidence. We already have enough evidence to indict General Museveni in the International Criminal Court, but we want more evidence. And like it is said, never interrupt your enemy when they are making a disastrous mistake. Because General Museveni is the enemy of Uganda, we are giving him enough chance to make as many mistakes. We are gathering the evidence. I thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.